In case you're not aware of it, I am taking questions on my Instagram based in and around the LGBTQIAP plus community, anything about being queer, anything at all, literally anything. And I'm going to be answering them in these bunch of videos that I'm doing throughout this month, and I guess I could just do them forever. So yeah, so if you have any particular questions that you'd like me to answer about it, and I'll try my best, I'm learning as well, I can answer them, and you can ask them to me on Instagram, and all the questions will be anonymous, so feel free to ask whatever you want. I want these videos to be a little bit educational so that people learn a little more about what's going on, because I feel like the main reason for the lack of acceptance of the community comes from a place of lack of knowledge about it. I feel like if people are just a little more educated about what's going on, they wouldn't really be so against it. Okay, I'm very excited, let's start. So some people asked if I can explain, I have a diary in which I write all the questions. So some people asked if I can explain in simple terms what non-binary really means. Also, it has this really cute ribbon thingy that you can use as a bookmark. How convenient, and it has like lock. So non-binary or genderqueer is an umbrella term for gender identities that are neither male nor female. These are identities that fall outside of the gender binary. And another term for non-binary is NB. So it's important for everyone to understand, though at birth everyone seems to be assigned male or female, through your life and through discovery, you may realize that you don't really fall into these two spaces as well as some other people do. And that could be a sign that you're discovering your gender, which could be outside of the binary, which could fall into a lot of different categories, but the main umbrella would be under non-binary or genderqueer. Okay, here's a really nice post I found that sort of sums it up really well. Non-binary isn't a third gender. It's to exist outside of the binary genders. Non-binary doesn't mean they-them pronouns. Some people use they-them, some use other pronouns. Non-binary doesn't look a certain way. I'm gonna say that again because I feel like this is the one that people really need to listen to. Non-binary doesn't look a certain way. You don't have to prove you're non-binary. Non-binary is whatever we want it to be. Thank you. That was so empowering. But no, honestly, I feel like it's very important, and this is like a whole other conversation that I could have for hours about pronouns and the importance of pronouns, and I am going to touch upon it through these series of videos. Some of it will be in this, some of it will be in the next one. I have to sort of spread it out because there's just so much to talk about. I cannot possibly put it all into one video. But the importance of pronouns, I feel like people are becoming a little more aware of it now, which is a good thing. But a lot of people are still completely in the dark as to what are pronouns? Why are people putting pronouns in their bios? What's this big fuss about? I have a lot of things to say about that. You can't always tell someone's pronouns by how they look. This is such an important point because non-binary folks are constantly told, oh, but you look like a girl. How can you not be a girl? Or you look like a boy. How can you not be a boy? Because gender identity, this may come as news, but gender identity has got nothing, absolutely nothing to do with the way you look. As simple as that. You simply cannot assume someone's gender identity or sexuality or pronouns or anything about them for that matter based on how they look. That is just not how it works. Unfortunately, that is how people function, but that is not how it works at all. So a little under a month ago, I posted this one video. It was like a little spontaneous idea that I had. I basically just wanted to put into song how strongly I feel that everyone should put their pronouns in their bio, just so that someone who doesn't specifically know you or your preferred pronouns knows how to refer to you. It's a really important thing for people to know about you so that they don't misgender you. And a lot of the response I got to that video was positive, so I was really glad about that. But there were some people who were a little confused by the whole idea of putting their pronouns in their bios and just like the whole for why. So I put up this little question box thing on my story, asking people if they think it's important to put their pronouns in their bios or not. And I also asked them why. And all the responses that I got of the people saying that it is important are just so wholesome and so true and so important. So I'm just gonna put them up on the screen here. If you'd like to read them all, just like pause the video for a second and read them because they are so lovely. And I got fewer responses from people who said that it should not be an important thing to put your pronouns in your bio. And I'm glad the number was less than those who said it was important. But I feel like it is important for me to address what these people have said and figure out what's going on and why they feel this way. So one person says, because people judge. And I get it, that can be super terrifying. But also I feel like that comes from a place of just not exactly knowing the importance of pronouns. When you say people judge, I feel like that's super vague because people judge you based on whatever they want to judge you on. It's not necessarily going to be your gender identity or your preferred pronouns or restricted to that. They could judge you on anything. People will judge because they can. But I feel like, I don't think this person means it in like a bad way, like you shouldn't put your pronouns in your bio. I think they just mean it from a place of I'm not going to do it which is not what I want, but you know, I can't force anybody to do anything. All I can do is put the message out there and then you're free to do whatever you want. Another person said it could be a choice, which again, this is coming from a place of just ignorance, not knowing what actually is going on, and that can be helped. That's not an issue as long as you're not completely against it. You're not just like no. As long as you're not like that, I feel like a conversation would help. It's definitely a choice as to whether you want to specify your pronouns in your bio or not, but it definitely is not a choice what your gender identity is. Sure, you may discover it over a period of time and you may feel like you're changing identities or however you want to refer to it, but I prefer to use the word discovering rather than changing. Like things about you may change and the way you look at things may change and the way people look at you may change, but understanding what you're feeling within, I feel like that's not a change as such. That's more of like a discovery, which I feel like it's just like a more flowery way to put it, I guess, but it just makes it more fun. And the third person said that we should be comfortable and respectful regardless. Now I think this person's head is in the right space. I don't think they quite understood what the question was. Yes, we should be comfortable and respectful regardless of whether you know somebody's gender identity or their preferred pronouns, but it's a big but. But when you do know, you have to be super respectful, not misgender people, please. If you do not know what someone's preferred pronouns are, just use they, them. Until you know, just use they, them. It's the logical way to go. Now here's the thing, it's not the end of the world when you misgender someone by mistake. It is the end of your world if you misgender someone on purpose. Were. That's a threat. So yeah, let's all just be a little respectful and understand that not everyone that looks like a girl may use she, her pronouns. Not everyone that looks like a boy may use he, him pronouns. Let's not assume that about anyone. Please, thank you. Someone else asked, how do you identify yourself? Now sadly, there is no answer that I can give you for that, except I think the more educated you are about the subject, the easier it would become for you to figure out what your identity is. But also, I don't know how far this is true, but this is what I have noticed in the people around me, is that the people that begin to question their identity are generally the people who tend to discover eventually that they fall outside of the binary. The thing is, this want to discover, this curiosity to know, this like desire, I'm just using fancy synonyms, this desire to, want to discover what your identity is, I feel like it stems from a place of dysphoria of your current space that you are being pushed into, because like I said, everyone doesn't fit into just those two extreme boxes. There's so many more spaces in between, around, over, under, through, behind, in front of, that people do fall into, and you can't shove everybody into either this or that. It's just not possible. So I'd suggest doing a little bit of research, reading up a little bit about the subject, understanding why you are feeling this need to question it. Because the people who don't question it generally are the people, it's not that they are fully comfortable with themselves or something. It doesn't come from a place of insecurity or anything like that. But it's more of some kind of dysphoria within yourself, where you're like, this is what people are telling me I should be like, but I don't feel authentically myself in that space that people are trying to put me into. Which a lot of people who do identify with that space that they are put into, they do not feel the need to question it. And that's not a bad thing either. Like, neither is better or worse than the other. Let's make that like super clear. No one is better or worse than the other. It just happens to be that some people need a little more time discovering what... I've used the word discovering a lot, haven't I? But some people just need a little more time discovering what their true identity is, like a space that they feel like they belong in, which may not be the space that the world has been telling them they belong in. And also, it's not necessary that once you find the space that you feel like is your space, my space, it doesn't mean that you have to be in that space forever. You can always rediscover. I'm just gonna laugh every time I say the word discover now. You can always rediscover a new space. You can jump between spaces. You can be in two spaces at once. What is happening with my hands? But you know what I mean? It's not a fixed thing. It's not like on Monday I was questioning, on Tuesday I was questioning, on Wednesday I was questioning, on Thursday I discovered, on Friday I stuck to it, on Saturday I stuck to it, on Sunday I stuck to it, for the rest of my life I stuck to it. It's not necessary that that's how it works. You could be jumping, you could be skipping, parkour, you could be split yourself in two boxes at once, one leg in this box, one leg in that box, one hand in a third box, head is floating in space. You don't have to put yourself in any box if you don't want to. It's completely up to you. Just the important thing is that no one can tell you what box or not. No, wait, let me rephrase that. No one can tell you. I'm trying to be inspirational here, but I keep laughing because I'm thinking about how many times I said the word discover. Serious, I'm giving motivation. The important thing is that you cannot let anybody tell you which box you're supposed to belong to, because that's not a thing. Like, all of these boxes that are apparently there have holes, they don't have lids, it's like broken, like a cat sat in it and like scratched it, so there's like a lot of escapes basically. So not everyone can just stay in that one box. You're free to leave, you're free to enter whenever you feel like it, as long as that's what feels authentically you. Did I get it? Was that inspirational? I bet the music helped, didn't it? Another person asked, how do you use she, they pronouns correctly? Now this is... wow, that was like... loud. Now this is a really good question, honestly, because I can understand the confusion, because people are just warming up to the fact that everyone's pronouns may not be he, she, but there are other options like they, them. And when we say they, them, we mean in the singular, which is grammatically extremely correct. So the people that are like, oh my gosh, but they refers to plural, it's very correctly used in the singular form. Please, that argument is invalid. So now I guess this would again differ from person to person, but here's how I would understand how to use she, they pronouns. It doesn't mean that some people refer to the person as she and some people refer to this person as they. It means everybody refers to this person as she sometimes and they sometimes. And by sometimes, I don't mean, oh, in January I'm going to refer to this person as she and in February it's they. No, it means within the span of one conversation, for example, you would use both. That's how I would understand the use of she, they. Not everyone identifies with just one set of pronouns or the other. There are people who identify with he and she and they, and in that case you would have to use all three. And I really don't think it's asking for much to use someone's preferred pronouns. If you can use one set of pronouns multiple times, you can just use different pronouns at different times. There's this really funny argument that I keep reading on the internet where people are like, oh, but I'm cisgender, I don't use pronouns. I have news. I feel like people forget what pronouns are, and it's not something that only people that are non-binary or trans use. Everybody uses pronouns. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but like... Okay, so what are pronouns? A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. So in a sentence, when you're using someone's name, you don't constantly say their name again and again and again. You replace it with a pronoun, such as he, or she, or they, or any pronoun that that particular person prefers.
Come on, English lesson.
Now when cisgendered people say, I don't use pronouns, does that mean when someone is referring to you, they constantly say your name every single time? I don't think so. So please, before saying things like, I'm cis, I don't use pronouns, just take a second, remind yourself what pronouns are, then say things like this. Again, like I've said before, and I'll constantly say it, I feel like this lack of acceptance just comes from a lack of understanding. So people just need to take out a little time to understand the situation, understand the concept, and I'm sure people will be a lot more understanding and adjusting and accepting once they know what they are actually accepting. I just wanted to leave everybody with this little chart that I found that sort of really puts it into perspective as to how diverse everyone's gender identity can actually be. At one end you have male, at the other end you have female. Not really a huge fan of the fact that they use blue and pink, but for the sake of understanding, sure. And notice how that's only 2 blocks out of 36. There's so much space in between, around, over, under, and not everybody can fall into either this or that. There's so much space to be discovered, and anybody could be anywhere in that spectrum. So we really shouldn't be pushing people to be either this or that. Just let everyone be. However they want to express themselves, it's not going to affect you negatively. So just encourage people to express themselves however they feel comfortable. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you learned a little bit of something, because that would be super jolly. Anyway, okay, so you can subscribe if you want, and if you don't want to, that's fine. If you like the video, you can like it, and if you didn't like it, you can dislike it. If you want more videos like this, you can comment below, and if you want to listen to some more music, you can head over to Instagram, link in my bio. Okay, bye! I've made a mess.